What's up, everybody? It's Amber Bradley here with my co-MC, Joe LaRocca. So as we said, this is the only loss prevention fast break digital conference that you can go to, right? I mean, in the comfort of your own office. How cool is that?
That's right. We have some really exciting sessions coming up later today. Just to go through a couple of them, at 4:15 and 4:30, we are having 6 retailers and an executive from law enforcement come in to have the great debate about organized retail crime and some of the loss numbers. Let me read this panel to you. John Mattis, the Vice President of Asset Protection with Macy's Inc. Millie Kresovich, the Director of Asset Protection with Luxottica. You know, Sunglass Hut.
I'm blanking.
I'm blanking.
She's just awesome, and so's that company. So go ahead, Joe.
We love
Scott
Millie.
Sanford.
Scott Sanford, the Director of Investigations and Training with Barnes & Noble Inc.
Mr. ORC actually
Mr.
was
ORC.
interviewed by myself, yours truly.
That's right. That was a great article.
I was fishing for compliments. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
It's also on orcinfo.com, which is D&D's new site for all things ORC, which is cool.
That's right. I'm glad you reminded me
Sponsored
about
by
that.
Need Up Retail, just FYI.
There you go. We have Chris DeSantis, who's the Director of Central Investigations and Organized Retail Crime with Macy's Inc. TJ Flynn, the Market Investigations Senior Manager with JCPenney. Jim Kossaboom, who's the Corporate Security and Investigations Officer with Ahold USA.
Which should be a cool perspective.
Very cool.
I mean, grocery.
That's right.
That's cool. All you grocers out there.
Yep.
Didn't think D&D had anything to offer you.
Stay tuned, 4:30. And then finally, our law enforcement partner is Lieutenant Deputy Commissioner Tariq Shepard with the NYPD's Public Relations Department.
I bet we'll have him for a little quick interview, don't you think?
I sure hope so.
I sure hope so.
So we're going to be talking during those sessions about the organized retail crime and some of the losses.
You're going to give us your opinion on this great debate, not to be overstated, about how big of a problem really is ORC. And we know it doesn't outshadow stock-on-hand problems, but we've covered that, maybe, controltechusa.com. But what do you think?
Are you really asking my opinion?
Yeah, you said you're going to give us a throwing out a number. You are throwing out a number to be debated.
Okay, well.
Or not.
Maybe I won't throw out a number. I'll just say this. I think that the estimates of $30 billion annually are seriously understated.
Understated?
Understated, and here's why. When we talk about shrinkage in stores, according to the National Retail Security Survey, we lose just over $30 billion a year. But the common mistake people make, that is only merchandise missing from stores. What we're not counting are counterfeit goods, which is $500 billion in the U.S.
Wow.
We're not talking about credit card fraud or bad debt, which is not part of shrinkage.
So you're saying people aren't attributing that to ORC?
What I'm saying is those are all parts of ORC, but they're not included in the shrink number. So the naysayers that automatically say, well, shrinkage, ORC cannot represent the full amount of shrinkage, well, it doesn't. They're absolutely correct. But when you add in counterfeit and fraud and cargo theft and other paperwork transactions, of course they're not in the shrinkage number, but they are in fact part of the organized retail crime.
But the question on the table is, do you think it eclipses inventory distortion at a $1.1 trillion clip? That's worldwide, though.
I think they're very unique numbers unto themselves. You're not going to have shrinkage necessarily in stores from the e-commerce division, but you are going to see it in the overall supply chain or the logistics arm. But the cargo that's stolen between the DC and the store or the manufacturer and the distribution center could be completely invisible at the store level. So I think the out of stock and all of the research there is a uniquely separate problem from the organized retail crime. But they are related in the fact that anytime these mass quantities of product are missing, you're losing out on the sales, you're losing out on the opportunity to serve a guest, you're probably shifting business into another location.
Man, you sound like an incredible retail consultant. Is that what you do? What is it? Retailpartners.com. But the L and the P are capital.
Yes.
Which I like that. It's
of course
clever.
they are.
Of course they are.
You know, I believe in it so much, I actually trademarked Retail Partners.
You should.
I did.
Because I'm glad. because I was going to rip it off from you. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Amber.
My trusty.
You know, we are
Joe
available
LaRocca.
to do company meetings.
Company meetings.
Right?
I love that. In Berlin, maybe the Access User Forum.
No,
I wouldn't mind
I was
going
thinking
to
like
Berlin.
Hawaii or on some
Or
cruise ship.
Hawaii, maybe the Caribbean. Just saying.
So I think what you should do, for those of you on your computer right now, well, of course you're on your computer.
Yeah, go
So
vote for us. They could be watching us on their phone or tablet.
that's true. We've got people in the back of the room watching us on their phone right now. What you should do for sure is follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Amber's at My Calibration.
That's true. It is my calibration, in fact. And you are LaRocca J.
At LaRocca J.
Yeah, at LaRocca
on Twitter
J.
or LinkedIn.
Yep. I'm wondering if our hashtag is tweeting it. How are we doing, Twitter fans, to this trending mark? I want to get trending, right? It's 100,000 we
Hashtag
need.
LPNN. We need 100,000 to trend.
We've got our Twitter counter right off to the right
Wait,
here.
wait.
We're at like 672,000. That's so close.
That's the temperature in here.
That's like 5 degrees.
Somebody was just saying this room that we're in right now. Okay, there's bright lights and cameras and all this production going on. The room goes from really hot to really cold.
We're going to be
just like that.
cryogenically frozen, which in fact is Star Wars reference number 2, y'all. And I haven't even seen it. That's right. Have you?
You have not seen Star Wars?
Okay, wait. Let's
Come
back
on.
up.
Come on.
Let's back up. I have seen Star Wars, in fact, not the new one, Awaken the Rage or the Awaken the Dawn or whatever it's called. What's it called?
Force Awakens.
I got a 4-year-old. I'm not into all this stuff. Have you seen it? So you've seen it.
Of course, I saw the pre-release.
Okay, look, I haven't seen it. I didn't play Powerball. I didn't even know what Powerball was. But hey,
Okay.
that's okay.
So I promise no spoilers with Star
is it
Wars.
spoiler
But
alert?
you know it is.
Let's spoil it.
It's 3 or 4 weeks later now, so hopefully you
If
know.
you haven't seen it, you're not a true fan.
You need to go see the movie.
I'm going right out with that.
Yeah, you need to go see the movie.
But I did know what cryogenically
There
frozen
are,
was.
There are great movies out though.
I know.
Star Wars, Martian.
I already talked about Alvin and the Chipmunks.
13
Two
hours.
thumbs up.
13 hours just came out.
Oh.
I really want to watch that. That's about the Benghazi.
Look, if that's about the guy that chewed his arm off, I don't want to
No,
see that.
no, I'm not even. What movie? Are you talking?
That was one where he gets stuck in
You
the
are.
cliff.
You
and
go
he
like
chewed his
morbid
arm
on me.
off.
You go like morbid on me right here.
I think that was a few years ago.
Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm starving. But we got a burger coming up.
Somebody
here,
needs to
which is
feed
cool.
her.
Look, I'm really on this whole no Facebook rules. Let's do some no rules for Facebook.
No Facebook rules?
No.
Oh.
Where we
So
said
we're
no
back to the
cat pictures,
no cats,
like
no
these,
dogs,
no
food.
comments that are just. You know what? Here's one. I'm not going to name who it was, but I saw one post. Incredible news. My Monday's off to a kicking start. That's it. Doesn't say what the news is.
That's great.
You know what?
Good
I
for you.
immediately unfollowed you because
Good
that's
for
just
you.
wrong and ridiculous.
Good
right?
for you. I don't get
it
really
make
any
any
of
sense?
those. No.
Maybe it's my friends. on
I've
Facebook.
got a couple friends. You know who you are out there that are just political diehards, and
Oh,
they
no.
it's like 3 pages of
Look,
the
How about
Republicans this or the Democrats
no political
that
posts on Facebook. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Facebook.
on Facebook.
Yeah. Wow, it's getting real personal.
Okay, that was
is
my
how she
third
gets when
that was
she's
my
hungry.
third attempt to weave politics into these
Yeah, I don't-
discussions. She does not bite, folks.
No,
she just
I don't.
does not
I
let me
can't
go
do it.
there.
I mean, we don't want to get in trouble with Trump or something. He may barge in here and tell us we're fired.
He'd be a great interview.
He'd be a great interview.
Wouldn't
I
he be
wanna
fun to
touch
have
his
on
hair.
LPNN?
Be like, is that for real? The hair? The hair.
Yeah.
His mop. You
It's
know what I'm
real.
talking about.
No, he lets
No,
people.
it's
he
real.
lets people pull on
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I'd like to interview Ivanka.
Oh, me too.
Because that's cool.
Me too.
I know. I want to ask her if she's had any work done because she's basically perfect.
She is.
So good
perfect.
for you, millionaire, perfect lady that's a billionaire on her own. Yay. That's a rough life.
Smart.
Yeah, this is what happens when I'm hungry. I don't know. It's bizarre.
We should probably wheel this in. We went from organized retail crime right down the gutter
Right
into
down the
these
gutter.
morbid
To
discussions
Ivanka
about
Trump?
fake
I don't know
fake
about-
book. How about we talk about some of the other sessions that are coming up later today?
Good idea, Joe.
We're just turn right
Yeah,
back
I
to
like
business,
it.
just
I
like
like
that.
it.
So we have Chad McIntosh and Tom Meehan coming in from Bloomingdale's. We have Rosa Maria coming in. She's a senior vice president of asset protection from
Talking
Hudson Bay, also
career
known
development.
Saks Fifth Avenue, talking about career development.
Which maybe I need some of that after this broadcast. It's
And
some career development.
And then we have a trio coming back with Chad McIntosh of Bloomingdale's, Bob Obie from Rite Aid.
It's
and
Oberostler.
Oberostler. I know that.
That's right.
Who
Everyone
doesn't know
calls her Obi.
Who doesn't
Calls him
know-
Obi.
Who doesn't know Obie?
I know. They know him, but I just wanted to show off the fact that I know how to say his last name.
That's very good.
Oberostler.
Can you pronounce all of the sponsors' names
Yes,
on this
Guy.
list? No.
Yevgeny, Kev. That's right.
She did really good.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Key love.
Okay, and the final guest on that.
It's true.
Okay, folks, you can tell it's getting to be lunchtime. Oh, look, we're getting the wrap sign. But wait, I have one more thing.
Oh,
we
here
cannot
we go.
forget my good friend from LA, Blue Montez with American Apparel.
I have a gift for Blue Montez.
He's a great guy.
Yep.
So that session starts at 5:20 this afternoon, Eastern time. So tune in then. And we got the wrap sign. So
Thank you.
we're going to leave it right there.
Gus is happy that we are throwing it back to him.